truck to go with Keith to do a load. Woo! It's a little bumpy. So Keith and Sawyer will go in the skid steer, and then they'll load the bales on the trailer. Keith will strap it down, and then we'll take it home. It is bumpy. It already is bumpy. Well, I have my official first job. They're going to get in the skid steer. It's so windy today, it's crazy. They're gonna get in the skid steer, put the bales on the trailer, and then I've been instructed to just drive straight. Just pull forward, he says. And mind you, I don't drive trailers, so straight should be good though. Doable, straight. We can go straight. I'm gonna scoot this chair up. Oh my gosh, you can like feel it. Like load on the trailer, and those gals are heavy. Those heavy bevy bales.
Oh, I see something. No, go next one. Straight. Just moved and parked. He's like, did you tie it down? I mean, no. I just drive. I'm just the driver. You gonna strap? Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Very hooked. This is a tough one, huh?
Good work, buddy.
What do you think?
How many loads do you have left to do?
From this field or total?
From this field.
2.
Which load is this one?
5.
So 2 more tonight or tomorrow?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. He
I gotta find the bale I lost.
Jimmy lost a bale. We passed it on the road It was super funny because the bale fell off the back of the trailer, or it was like in the middle, right? In the middle, like one of these ones, not from this load, from the load before this. And so he was like, yeah, oh my gosh, it's like so windy that the power lines were just like super shaky. It's because the bale fell off and hit one of the lines, and so it was like waving all over from being struck by a bale. Which Keith has a history with poles. We teased Keith about hitting poles because over the winter he was driving to work and the roads were like super icy, and there's like this one, it wasn't even like a harsh turn, but he went around the corner and it like was sliding, and then he like tapped into a pole. It like did nothing to the pole, but it like did a huge dent in front of the truck, and then of course like parts are impossible to find, so his truck was in the shop forever to get his bumper replaced. So it was funny when he said the hay bale fell off the top and hit a pole. So today, we don't have work because it's the 4th, and it's our wedding anniversary, but we're spending it doing random things. So Keith has been getting hay this morning. He finished getting all the hay out of the first field that we purchased hay from. So that's all here right now. We still have another field to go, but for today, he is done. And then this annoying noise in the background, I am in charge of doing the VBS t-shirts for our cute little town. So I'm a procrastinator at its finest, and I am just starting. VBS is next week, so I'll get it done though. I will get it done. I think today we'll also work on the gym and try and get that project going. Keith unboxed all the wood panels. So these are the wood panels from the Veneer hub. It's the black side is felt, so you can't see it, but we'll take you along for the install process. It was super easy. You can go online, you can pick the type of wood that you want. They give you all the measurements so you know how many to order. And then it ships from UPS in these boxes. You unbox them and then you put them on your wall. So we still have the cabinets that we need to install. So these are the cabinets that we got from Home Depot. They're just like the pre-painted on the shelf type ones. So we'll install these, and then we got wood butcher block to go as the countertop on top of these. And then you can kind of see behind me, this is one of the panels from the wood veneer hub. So we will line the wall with those to give it kind of a fun look. And then this wall will have mirrors. So these couple walls we've painted white because if you remember in my other video, I showed it was like maroon and gold because the previous owners loved ASU, and so they painted their gym ASU colors. And while we love them for loving ASU, it just wasn't our vibe. So we painted it white, and the maroon was a little hard to cover up, so hence why the wall looks a little funky. But with the wood panels over it, you won't even know. So we just need to finish covering up some of the trim that we've left. So we'll paint that, hang the mirrors, put in the cabinets, and get it all finished so we can use our gym again. Keith was in the garden, his pride and joy, because we all know I don't have a green thumb and I didn't do any of this. So I just take advantage of Keith's hard work. We didn't do like gravel or anything, so it just looks a little bit messy, but it does its purpose. So we've got all of our bins kind of in full force right now because we are in the middle of our summer here in Eastern Washington when things start to heat up and everything grows. So we have literally a sea of lettuce and tomatoes, which is awesome. And then anything that we get in excess that we just simply cannot eat, we'll freeze dry. What is she eating? A weed? So we'll freeze dry anything that we just can't eat and we don't want it to go bad. Like the peppers and jalapenos, last year we freeze dried all of those because they kind of we had a weird year last year. We had a really, really long spring. And so when everything finally came, all the fruits and veggies and everything came, it was all at once. So we freeze dried a lot of our peppers, which was awesome. And then we didn't get any tomatoes last year. None. This year we have literally too many, which is fine because we'll freeze dry the tomatoes and then you can use them in your soups. You can blend your freeze dried veggies into powders. So you could make a tomato powder and you could sprinkle it on your chips with jalapeno powder, salt, pepper, different things. So it's kind of fun because you get to control your ingredients, which we love. Sawyer is our child that loves to dig. So for his birthday from his Mima, he got that little digger. And we have sectioned off this space for him of where he is allowed to dig, because otherwise Sawyer would be digging in the driveway, which he has been known to do, and makes little potholes everywhere. So you can pick tomatoes when they're considered flush, and then we put them on the counter and they finish turning red on the counter. So you don't have to wait until your tomatoes are red to pick them off the vine. You can pick them a little bit early and then you just store them stem side down on the counter. And then you're not just picking all at once. So they'll kind of look like this.
Or this.
Or this. Yes. So one of the downsides about living here is we have rattlesnakes. The kids have seen and heard one, which is a good thing because they at least know what they look like and what they sound like. And we get taller grass kind of near the wooden fences, which always freaks me out. But the kids said that they heard a rattlesnake when they were helping fill the water trough. And so Keith came over and sure enough, there's a rattlesnake. So he's trying to find it so we can it.
200.
And then across, do we hold the
38. Basic. We should have 1, 2.
He's almost done. We have one board he has to cut down, and then this top part up here, there's some extra boards that he'll cut into sections and then piece up there so that the whole wall looks done. But so far so good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy was it to install?
It's actually very easy. I'm literally just putting it up, making sure it's level with the level up and down, and then nailing it in, and it's super easy. It's all felt backed, so there's a lot of it's really forgiving, and it's really light, which is nice too, because you're holding these 8-foot panels up and they're not heavy, and it's a lot easier to keep level and to nail up all by yourself.
We were originally gonna DIY this with like a million wood slats that we were gonna buy or bought like partially from Home Depot. And that was gonna take a lot longer. This literally took him like maybe an hour to put them all, level them out, and nail them. There was one plug on the wall that he had to like cut around, but otherwise this has gone up like super duper fast. So our ceilings in here are 9 feet tall, which is why these boards aren't going all the way up, because it's a little bit taller than your average like ceiling height. So if you have like what, 8-foot ceilings, these would fit perfect. Like you wouldn't even need like to trim and puzzle piece together anything, but simply just because we have the taller ceilings, that's where the gap is coming from. So we have this little awkward space at the end. So Keith's trimmed down one of the final boards, and then we're gonna kind of piece it together to make it work. So these little wood slats, you can pull them off. They're just kind of like, what, stapled on?
They're just stapled on.
Like, you can see the staples on the back. So he's pulled off one of the boards, and then we'll just kind of make it work for our space. Run down the hill and check on all the cows.